Welcome to your weekly UAS news update. We have 3 stories for you. Florida man who shot down a drone is fined. We have leaked photos that may look like a new enterprise controller. And then lastly, the New Jersey hysteria is getting out of hand. Let's get to it. Before we get going this week with all the news items, I wanted to do a quick pickup. This happened after we recorded the segment. The NDAA, as we discussed it for the last couple of weeks, has finally passed the Senate. So now it is going to go to the president's desk for signature. There has not been any changes since we talked last. So there's still a few pieces of information in here that are related to DJI, but none of the original language, the countering CCCP language that we saw, is included. It is a good and bad news at the same time. There's still a lot of work that's going to need to be done within the next year, but we will keep you posted. I just wanted to mention this. So now let's get back to the news. And first up, the Florida man who shot a Walmart drone and was arrested has been ordered to pay $5,000. As part of a deal, Dennis Wynn is his name, will avoid jail time if he remains free of additional charges for 6 months. If you're not familiar with the story, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Wynn shot a Walmart drone with a 9mm handgun and then was subsequently arrested, where he admitted to shooting the drone. This is your first PSA this week. Please don't shoot at aircraft. And next up, leaked images may show a new DJI Enterprise controller. The controller appears to be similar to the DJI Phantom and the Inspire 1 and 2 controller, for those of you that have seen those, with a screen that sits on an arm, very similar to the Crystal Sky, and then a controller with an HDMI out plug in the back. There is a drone also on one of the leaked photo, but it's unclear at this stage what it actually is. Our speculation is that it may be a Mavic 4 prototype, but we'll have to wait and see. Based on these images getting clearer, I'm going to have to bet that we're going to be seeing a Mavic 4 probably in the next coming months, likely late Q1 or probably early Q2, but time will tell. And then last up, this is going to be the last time that we cover the New Jersey drone situation. We've previously covered the story when it actually initially broke and really didn't think that anyone expected it to get that big. Based on the videos that we've seen, these drones are actually mostly manned aircraft. I've seen helicopters, I've seen airplanes, I've seen all sorts of things in there. And then I've seen a couple drones also that are flying legally. I want to emphasize a few things here. First off, for both manned and unmanned aircraft, drones, shooting at them and pointing lasers is illegal. I'm going to say that again. Shooting and pointing lasers at manned aircraft and drones is illegal. The FBI field office in Newark has warned that pilots have increasingly been hit by laser strikes in the area and are warning people to stop pointing lasers at aircraft in the sky and to not shoot at them, which goes along with the theory that we've had, which is that most of these are manned aircraft that people are looking at. The Oregon Department of Aviation has published a short and sweet Q&A, a PDF that can be shared with everyone, both the public, the press, politicians, that cover all the basics for drone operation. I also want to emphasize that we've seen an uptick in people reporting getting harassed because they were flying their drones. This New Jersey story needs to die. I would recommend people to just stop talking about it. I think this is something that we just need to move on. It's not really helping anyone. Last thing I want to see is somebody in a manned aircraft getting shot at and either dying or having to land as a result of an emergency. So be sure to share the link down if you have folks asking your questions about drones and you need to have a resource. And last up is a request from Pilot Institute, myself and the team. The drone industry is about to see a big influx of new pilots with the new year coming in and Christmas around the corner. And we're asking you to be a mentor. I've been asking this for several years now. This is not something just for the holidays. I think we should do this as a whole, as an industry. Help folks get started in a safe way. Explain to them that registration is required if they fly a drone that's over 250 grams recreationally, and it's only $5 for 3 years, and that they can do that on the FAA Drone Zone website. Have them take Trust. We are the largest trust provider in the country, trust.pilotinstitute.com. It's free. It's very easy to do. And then most of all, to have fun with their drones. I know there's been a lot of negative stories this year about drones on several planes, but there has been so many positive stories of drones saving lives, of people getting beautiful footage of drones everywhere across the country. So be a mentor, help people. We have a ton of free resources on the website. You can send people to pilotinstitute.com. We've trained well over 300,000 drone pilots, just drone pilots to date, to get their wings or to just fly for fun. So if they need a trusted source of information, this is what we do for a living. And that's it. That's all we have for you this week. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone. I know it's right around the corner. And then we'll see you next week for another news update.